J&G just got a new whip. This bitch dirty clean, just for the man. Dirty Whitehead. Let's see what this thing can do. This sounds nasty. Damn.
They say FX4 is a good addition, but it's very close to base model.
It just has the black leather and more off-road suspension.
Yes. Very close to base model.
Just fucking leave this bitch.
In this video, we got more mods for the SN95, including a short throw shifter and new injectors, and more mods to come. I already took off the stock shifter so I could throw on the short throw shifter. Now all I gotta do is scrape out all the gasket, put a new gasket in, thread lock it, put it down, and I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, so I got the transmission cleaned up with the wire brush, got the new shifter cleaned up with the wire brush out the green car. All I gotta do now is just put the gasket down there, put it in, bolt it down. Alright, I got the new shifter installed, all put in. I'm really digging it. It shifts a lot better than the old one. The one thing I do need to do though is I need to adjust the shift point. So I need to put it in fourth and adjust that up to there, and then I need to put that into third and adjust that from there. So I'll be doing that and I'll come back. Decided I'm gonna change the shift points later because they're backwards and I need more tools that I'm not at my house to have, so I'll deal with that at a later time, but I'll just put it back for now, see how it does. Alright, first ride with the new short throw in. I'm gonna try and keep it filming while I'm driving. Drives pretty good. With the new, I put a new fuel filter on, now it actually has some power, so that's pretty good. I also had to wire up a new window switch since that wasn't working, but thank God I did that because I couldn't stand the heat. I've already changed the fuel filter and all the other stuff, but it still ain't getting enough gas to really power the motor. So now I went out and I got this BBK 255 liter per hour fuel pump. I'm gonna throw that in and see what it does next. To remove the fuel pump, you gotta drop the bolt on this side and the one on the other side of the fuel tank, and you gotta undo the lines and wires and you're good to drop it. Alright, so I had to get a new housing because this part broke on here, so I had to get a new one of those. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it here, and then I'm gonna splice in the new one. Alright, and I got the BBK in there, all wired back up, done up right. Time to go ahead and drop it in the tank. Alright, so I've tried new coil packs, new spark plugs, new fuel filter, new fuel pump, and it still don't seem like it's getting the right amount of spark gas, air. I also did a cold air intake, so I think the next thing to do would be to check my fuel regulator and my injectors, so that's what I'm going to do today. Here I got a new fuel rail I got off a 2000 Mustang GT. I'm go ahead and replace it with all new injectors. So I'm going to go ahead and get started doing that right now. Alright, one thing when you're taking them out, you got to make sure you get these O-rings out of here. Alright, I got all the new injectors on the fuel rail. I also got new rims for it. Pilot Super Sport tires.
I'm not too sure if these tires are gonna work for these because they're just a lot fatter, but they are Michelin. Alright, I was gonna change the whole fuel rail, and that way I wouldn't have to worry about the regulator. But this one's on a different side and it's a different year, so I'm just gonna go ahead and change the injectors and hope for the best. Alright, so the new injectors are in and plugged in. Now I just gotta put the intake back together and we're good for a test drive. Alright, so I think I done figured out what the problem was. Is these spark plugs had too much fuel going to them because I didn't have the fuel regulator hooked up right, so it's sending way too much gas. But it still needs a tune before it runs right. New injectors are hooked up and they are sending the fuel a little too much. So that's why it needs the tune.
Right there's the electric box I hit when I was like 14 on a four-wheeler. Destroyed it. But in the next video, we're going to have some coilover install and some headlight install on the green car. And maybe we can get the tune in, get it running right, and put the exhaust on it next. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Like, comment, and subscribe.